32. Chunda's Great Gain. Then the Gracious One with a great community of monks went to the river Kukuta, and after going and entering into the river Kukuta, bathing and drinking and coming back out, he approached the mango wood. And after approaching, he addressed Venerable Cundaka, saying, "Come now, Cundaka, prepare the outer robe folded in four for me. I am weary, Cundaka, and will lie down." "Very well, Reverend Sir," said Venerable Cundaka, and after replying to the Gracious One, he prepared the outer robe folded in four. Then the Gracious One lay down on his right side in the lion's posture, after placing one foot on the top of the other, mindfully, with full awareness, having applied his mind to the thought of rising. And Venerable Cundaka sat down right there in front of the Gracious One. The awakened one, having gone to the little river Kukuta, which had water that was transparent, pleasant, and clear, the teacher, very weary, entered the river, the realized one who is unmatched here in the world. After washing and drinking, the teacher came out, and in the middle of the community of monks at the front, the teacher, the Gracious One, having taught the teaching here, the great sage went to the mango wood. He addressed the monk called Cundaka, saying, "Spread out the robe folded in four for me to lie down on." Chunda, urged by the one with developed mind, very quickly spread the robe folded in four. The teacher, very weary, lay down, with Chunda sat right there at the front. Then the Gracious One addressed Venerable Ānanda, saying, "It may be, Ānanda, that someone might cause remorse for the smith Chunda, saying, 'There is no gain for you, friend Chunda, it is a poor gain for you, in that the realized one, after eating his last alms food from you, attained final emancipation.' If there is remorse for Chunda the smith, Ānanda, drive it out in this way, saying, 'There is a gain for you, friend Chunda, it is a good gain for you, in that the realized one, after eating his last alms food from you, attained final emancipation.' I heard this face to face with the Gracious One, friend Chunda, I learned it face to face. There are these two alms foods which have the same excellent fruit, have the same excellent result, that is a greater fruit, a greater result than other alms food. Which two? That alms food which, after eating, the realized one awakens to the unsurpassed and perfect awakening, and that alms food which, after eating, the realized one attains final emancipation in the emancipation element which has no basis for attachment remaining. These are the two alms food which have the same fruit, have the same result. That is an exceedingly greater fruit, a greater result than other alms food. Friend Chunda the smith has accumulated a good deed that is conducive to long life. Friend Chunda the smith has accumulated a good deed that is conducive to beauty. Friend Chunda the smith has accumulated a good deed that is conducive to happiness. Friend Chunda the smith has accumulated a good deed that is conducive to fame. Friend Chunda the smith has accumulated a good deed that is conducive to heaven. Friend Chunda the smith has accumulated a good deed that is conducive to sovereignty. If there is remorse for Chunda the smith, Ānanda, it should be driven out in this way. Then the Gracious One, having understood the significance of it, on that occasion uttered this exalted utterance. For the one who gives, merit is increased. From restraint, hatred is not accumulated. The skillful one gives up what is bad. Through the destruction of passion, hatred, and delusion, he is emancipated. The fourth chapter for recital is finished.